let's begin from the beginning. Saji is a woman named Phula Kumari. I had met her last year, accidentally actually, during COVID relief work, in which she insisted, Didi, phone calls per kuch bhi padha do, main seekh lungi. Teach me anything, something. Phula belongs to Musahar Mahadalit community in village Katrasin in rural Bihar. At that point, she was desperate to find ways to continue education beyond 12th. Women like her who have a dream and who are ready to chase it or act on it, we fondly call them sapnewalis, because it's not an easy thing to act on, especially for rural women. Class makes people do labor-intensive jobs which offer no growth. Casteism focuses or forces people to settle on undignified livelihoods, which offers no network to grow out of it. And if you're a woman, the expectation from you is that you will be getting married instead of earning. And if someone is ready to take a leap beyond this, they're stopped by geography, which is access to good education colleges. Good colleges are far, expensive, and they teach in a language which is further away from rural women. Everyone loses when someone wants to grow and they don't have a chance. Saji began to create that chance because of Phula's persistence. We offer end-to-end support to rural women to jumpstart and grow the careers in modern day jobs. The whole model is designed on 3 principles, that is focus on career and not just jobs, that is have a growth path for skill, income, and title over time. Alumni will take care of future generation of students through pay forward model, and everything that we design should have a framework that can be implemented in different setups. Just in first year, we were able to do design for 2 career tracks, management and rural development and primary math educator, and some more in pipeline. I want to focus that a lot of our creativity, time, and effort goes in designing the learning culture and not just the content. A learning culture that truly works for rural women. Because if all your life you're told that you cannot do big things, fixed mindset is a huge problem to tackle. First year was fantastic for us. We had 25 women from 10 different villages in 6 different states. Much before the program could have ended, we have 80% of them have already been offered a job. And Phula, because of whom a lot of things were set in motion, has 3 professional titles and is the first person in her village to have a career. She shouldn't be the last. We are ready to launch a second Sapna Dal or the cohort, and we really could use your help. And if you do decide to support us, you would also be supporting a second Sapna Dal, which is the team of this passionate women who are slogging day in and day out to make this a success. So, dolphins, who is ready to shatter some glass ceilings in the gown?
Thank you. So before we begin the questions, just a quick reminder for the viewers who are watching us live, you too can support the organizations which are pitching today through the crowdfunding links which are shared on Living by Promise Facebook page. Yes, we can have the questions from the dolphins, please.
And I would love to share my screen so that I can show the ask and the budget.
Yes.
Just a quick question to kick us off.
Yeah.
What are typically the gaps in getting the students into a good paying job? Is it their own capacity? So the training, is it demand side factors that, not such good jobs exist and you have to help create the right jobs? Or is it external factors like, I don't know, family and social pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so I think there are 4 things at play. 1 is information, 2nd is knowledge, 3rd is resources, 4 is support, right? Information in terms of first, I need to know what all is possible for me, right? 2nd is, do I have the tools to actually use that knowledge to, bring at my own use? 3rd is resources. Of course, that's where the structural things come in play, right? Like, do I have the network to get into places where I want to go? Do I have the resources to learn the skills that are in demand, right? And then 4th is support, which means that's what we call Sapna Dal, a group of people who can actually support on your career journey. It means allies in the home, peer group which is going on similar pathways, mentors who are ready to be patient with your growth, and then potential employers. So a lot is at play, and especially if you're talking about growth, I think these 4 things should be the core of any skilling program.
Got it. And second question is, who pays for it? Just looking at your slide.
Yeah.
Student pays half. And what does pay forward mean? Is that a loan?
No, so students don't pay half. Students don't pay anything until they get a job. So it's a pay forward model. So we take care of everything. Like in the residential model, we also have an online model, but in the residential model, we take care of the food, rent, utilities, education, and then once they get a job, within 2 years, they have to hopefully pay forward their education expenses.
Last question for me. Yeah. What are the jobs?
Oh, yes. So our first residential campus is based in Kanbadi. It's a small, beautiful village in Himachal, and we are incubated in lovely organization Avishkar. And the women have come, like the students have come from different places. And the online one is running with students from Khuti and UP. Khuti is in Jharkhand, so 2 different models. And we really want to expand this center. Oh my God, we are thrilled about expanding this particular center.
Surabhi, hi, I have a question about the 6 states. You mentioned 6 states. Where
are these from? So it's Bihar, Rajasthan, UP, Himachal, and MP.
Right. Okay.
Most of them are from Bihar, and actually, the significant 10 of them are from Bihar. So the 40% is from Bihar. 20% is from Bihar. Yeah.
Right. Thanks.
40%. I'm sorry. A bit nervous.
Surabhi, don't be nervous. Can we remove the share screen option if possible?
Yes, I can. Go ahead. Hold on. There I am.
Surabhi, I just wanted to understand the returns, the social returns from the first program that you built.
Yeah.
And you said, I've looked at some of the livelihood programs. With this, we've ourselves done some programs which include serving the Muslim community in Bihar. And I know it's very difficult to have the kind of placement record that you have, that you've demonstrated. I also know that it's very difficult even after placing them to have retention ratios.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wanted to understand, when you say you have 80% placement, what's your experience with retention? Part A of my question. Part B, what kind of income do these children typically get?
Yeah.
And part C, how much do you actually spend totally fully loaded cost to get them to the point of placement?
Yeah.
And what kind of income lift do they get when you actually land up placing them? So what's effectively the social ROI of the program?
Okay, perfect. So the first question was around what does this placement rate mean? So let me split it. 80% have been offered a job. 50% of them have accepted the job, which means there's an element of choice. And that's actually one of the things that we really wanted, to have an aspiration and belief in yourself that you can find better jobs. And then two students are thinking of doing their own entrepreneurial projects. The titles for these jobs are project associates, operations associates, math educators, communication assistant. Their starting salaries, the average salaries are 13,000 rupees. And as we said, growth is a key thing for us. Every single time a person gets a job offer, we check with them what's the next thing for this person if she works really hard for 7-8 months. The highest salary actually is 22,000, which is a combination of 2 income sources. Actually, Phula has the highest salary. She is on a paid fellowship with Prabha, 6.5K per month for 6 months, and she has a 15,000 work from home job in EdJustice as a program associate to manage an education initiative in Bihar. Retention we are going to see now because the program is not over yet. They started their job in 8 months actually, so this is the first month that Phula is going to be out there in the big job, but we had internships. Each student has done at least 2 internships for 3 months each. And the feedback both from the managers and the students was amazing. So what I do know is that it might be possible that they might fall out if they don't have a good conducive learning environment in an office, but they're not going to fall off the career track. Because the kind of, I would want to say the chaska laga hua hai na seekhne ka, to usse ye pakka hoga hi hoga, they'll be restless ki acha agla kya aa raha hai. And I also want to mention, because with pay forward models, people do question about what percentage would pay forward. Bunch of the students had paid internships and they've already started paying forward. And this was in 4th month when in the program they had their first internship. And Amit, did I answer all your questions?
No. What is the effective cost?
Oh, yes. So for 1 year or 9 months, as we say, 1 lakh per student, which covers right from their stay, utilities, digital infrastructure parts of it actually, And the whole exposure to employment is 1 lakh. And you also mentioned about retention. I do want to mention that we are not going to let them go. Sapna Dal jo network hai, and we are inviting you to be part of that. They're not going away from us. In a sense, once they graduate, every month there would be 2 meetups of all these learners where we'd be talking about what is the issue we need to discuss about the national world right now. So 1 lakh per student is the cost, current cost. We are hoping to bring it down.
Thank you. Really helpful. Thank you.
I think we've overshot the time for the questions.
Just ask one quick question. Yeah.
Okay.
One a question come a suggestion. So I think, training them for the job and placement in the job is, in my opinion, only part one, the journey for them.
Absolutely.
Taking them through that.
Yes.
And kind of staying with them, even if they stay with their job and don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to stay with them in terms of being with them, apart from the meetings and whatever.
Yeah. So I'll mention the 2 key impact metrics that we have, and we hope to report that within 3 years. One is number of jobs and increase in the family income. And the second one, which is the most important, is what was their say in the issues that matter to them in their life. For example, their marriage. So I do want to follow up with them every 3 months and see what kind of things happen in your life, and then 2-3 years of data of that, right? You asked about what beyond the meetings and mentoring. So Sapna Dal jo hum bolte hain, there's a very active conversation around it. We actually help each student identify, and usually we actually help each student identify what 6-7 people that you have who are going to be with you. And वो लिखा होता है, सबका title लिखा होता है. You need to have one mentor. You need to have a mentor who asks you difficult questions. You need to have a mentor who is going to be gentle with you when others are being hard. So things like that. So meetings are we are.
Yes, Surabhi, I hate to do this, but we have.
No. Right. Yes.
So can we seal the deal and the support for Saji Sapne? Anyone can go first.
I thought you unmuted. We'd like to support with 2 lakhs.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Archana and I really like the program. We run we like many elements of the program actually. The big element, the high social ROI, the fact that many women are involved in
all of them.
Yes,
all of them. Actually, I shouldn't say that. We do have advisors and volunteers who are men. Sorry.
We would like to support it via a matching campaign. We've seen that matches, will probably get you very far, and we'll match it up to 5 lakhs.
Oh wow! Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Great presentation, Surabhi, and I was not familiar with the work, but I did go through your presentation, and I'm familiar with this model of education, but you're obviously doing this in a much more high impact setting, and it's really nice what you're doing. I would be happy to give you also a small grant of 1 lakh rupees.
Thank you.
More subsequently later. And I would love to also participate in these, these little groups that you have every 2 months just to check out.
Oh, wow. Well, I hope we get the contact details of the people here. That'll be very nice. Oh, you would love them. They're also watching this, by the way.
Thank you, Surabhi. And
thank you.
Thank you, Surabhi, and thank you, Dolphins.